There's been so many horrific stories that it's nice to have a story with a good ending. And this one could have gone badly, but it ended up ending very happily. In China, along the Beijing-Harbin Highway, a citizen spotted a truck filled with live dogs who were headed for slaughter. And the animal lover put out a call via Weibo, which is the Twitter of China. And 30 cars full of animal rights activists jumped into action and sped down the highway, pursuing the truck some 300 kilometers until they were able to surround it and make it stop. And while they were in the process of that, they came across 4 other trucks along the same highway that were also transporting dogs, and they were stopped. 5 trucks in total were stopped, and these dogs eventually were released to these animal rights activists. This could have been bad news, but this was people taking action and jumping, and taking into their own hands.
Right, taking the initiative. So here's the question: what happens to all the stray dogs?
See, that's the first thing you would think. Well, then now there's 3,200 dogs that nobody wants. But the people who came out, and this spread via the Weibo, immediately wanted to start adopting these animals, and they started carrying out adoptions on the spot, right where they were. And Humane Society International specialist Dr. Peter Lee said, "We're seeing an increasingly mature attitude on the part of Chinese animal lovers, and many of those who came to the rescue site to adopt the dogs reportedly said, 'We'd like to adopt dogs with disabilities or in need of medical care.' The lady reunited with her lost pet also took an extremely unnourished black dog out of gratitude to the activist who helped find her own dog." So they're being taken by animals. So the societal view of animals and dogs in China is beginning to be transformed. In the end, 3,200 dogs were turned over, and Peter Lee went on to say this other. He said, "I'm truly impressed with the organizational and mobilizational skills of these activists, many of whom were born in the 1980s and 1990s. They managed not only to halt the trucks, but to ensure aid and supplies from across the country were quickly sent to the scene. They've polished their negotiation skills with the Chinese government, and they are versed in Chinese policies regarding transprovincial live dog transport and animal disease control and prevention. This was an amazing rescue and a huge blow to China's dog meat industry. China's young people are our greatest hope."
Wow. There you go. That's a good news story.
About this.
So let me just be clear. These were going to go to the slaughterhouse, not just because they were old and infirm and want them off the streets. These were going to go into
these were
something
meat
that was
traders.
Meat traders.
Yeah, there's a meat industry in China, and these are mainly kidnapped or stray dogs. Not all strays. They were kidnapped, and one was even a police service dog.
Oh, wow.
And as you read earlier, there was a woman who found her dog who had been kidnapped. These were going to be slaughtered and sold for meat. Oy. And so this is a practice in China that has been traditional, that is now being looked upon differently by younger people in China. And now there's the Humane Society activists in China carrying out these kind of actions. So way to go. I mean, we need some good news, don't we, Elliot?
We do right now, for sure. I'll take it.
I'll
take it.
Let's like this one. Like this. What can you not like about that? Thanks for watching The Lip TV.